We start tonight with a nearby southern town being torn apart by a tornado.
Hattiesburg, Mississippi is picking up the pieces after a tornado plowed through homes, businesses, and the university there. The town of Hattiesburg is home to the University of Southern Mississippi. The storm damaged several buildings at the university. We'll have the latest from Hattiesburg in just a moment. But first, WVUA's Jennifer Edwards talked with a witness who saw the town just moments after it was hit, and she spoke with others who call Hattiesburg home.
About 6 o'clock we were coming into Hattiesburg, and we passed by the Forest General Hospital there, and there was a lot of activity, and up ahead of us we saw a lot of flashing lights at an intersection. I noticed the red lights were not working, and my wife said, well, there must have been a bad wreck.
Northport Mayor Bobby Herndon says this is when he realized the scene looked all too familiar.
We got closer, and beyond that intersection was just total darkness, and it hit me. I'd seen that before, and it wasn't good. And I said, no, it wasn't a wreck, a tornado has come through there.
Herndon says because the people of Alabama know the feeling of devastation, it's important to remember the people of Hattiesburg in their time of need.
We need to return the favor if that need is there. Just keep them in your thoughts and prayers, and if we need to help them, let's do it.
Carolyn Dahl is the Dean of the College of Continuing Studies at the University of Alabama, but grew up in Hattiesburg and attended USM. Dahl says her family and friends are okay, but it's painful to witness such a disaster in a place called home.
I'm particularly sad because the Ogletree House, which was their alumni building, was very special and it was named for someone who meant a lot to the university, so I know that they're devastated in that sense.
Dahl says despite the devastation, she knows the town will be better in the end.
They'll find resources and inner strength that they didn't know they had, and that things will actually be better in the long run.
Reporting in Tuscaloosa County, Jennifer Edwards, WVUA News.
Mississippi's governor says there were dozens of people injured, but thankfully no fatalities. 200 homes and mobile homes were damaged or destroyed. Victor Blackwell has the latest from Hattiesburg in South Mississippi.
Look at that. Look at all that damage, dude.
It's just after 5 in the afternoon. The dark, ominous sky over Hattiesburg, Mississippi spawns a large, dangerous tornado.
Dude, that's insane.
Holy.
People all over Hattiesburg run for cover and grab their cameras.
Oh my God, I've never seen a tornado before in my life.
Damn, look at that tornado.
One storm chaser is on Highway 98 and gets these amazing pictures. And look at this. To the right of the funnel, that's debris being sucked up and flown into the air. It lasts only a few minutes.
It was very loud, very quick. The buildings are shaking and you can tell that the trees are flying by.
But the minutes seemed like hours. This is a college town, and the University of Southern Mississippi was hit hard.
Right around,
this student took cover under a table in the library.
It was coming pretty fast, and my heart was racing. This is surreal.
The storm even caught the mayor of Hattiesburg in its wrath.
Just barely made it into my house. Just as all the windows and doors blew out of my house, and I was crawling to the bathroom trying to get in. It's good that our interior bath is downstairs, and it's just off the entrance to our back door, and it was a harrowing situation, but we're all blessed.
Victor Blackwell, CNN, Hattiesburg, Mississippi.
At least 16 people were injured in storms across the state. 2 critically. 4,000 homes are still without power today.
Disaster is something that Alabama is very familiar with, and the American Red Cross in Tuscaloosa is preparing to send relief to Mississippi. According to officials with the West Alabama chapter of the American Red Cross, volunteers are on standby as damage in Hattiesburg is assessed. Volunteer coordinator John Fleischhauer says they are preparing to send their emergency response vehicle and 2 trailers as well as a number of volunteers.
We would definitely send out would be our ERV, which is used mostly for mobile feeding, but it can also be used to transport equipment and supplies, just depending on, again, the needs of the area. We also have 2 trailers that are set up to run a shelter, and they've got cots and everything in there that we could use for that, and so we could potentially send those as well.
And according to Fleischhauer, the vehicles and volunteers will depart as soon as they are notified that they are needed.
Sad news from Alberta City. A 5-year-old child has died after being hit by a truck. According to Tuscaloosa police, Jemiah Dudley died from injuries in the crash. Police say it happened around 2 o'clock Sunday afternoon at 4th Street and 25th Avenue. Officials say the driver stopped at a stop sign and didn't see anything, so he went forward. A 14-year-old girl was also hit. Police say they thought the driver stopped for them, so they started walking across the street. The cause of the crash is still under investigation, but no charges are expected.
In tonight's Crime Watch, illegal lottery tickets. A Tuscaloosa store manager has been linked to allegedly paying customers cash from scratch and peel phone cards. Authorities say this happened at Mama's store on Skyland Boulevard East. Sergeant Brent Blankley with the Tuscaloosa Police Department says an undercover officer purchased 3 phone cards, winning $5 in cash. Blankley says the manager of the store, Hussein Majani, was issued a city citation for violating the Code of Tuscaloosa sweepstakes regulations.
Immigration has been a hot topic for Congress today, and it took center stage at the chamber breakfast with U.S. Senator Richard Shelby. WVUA's Terry Brewer joins us now with more. Terry.
Thank you, Lynn. Senator Shelby was there to speak to Tuscaloosa residents this morning at Hotel Capstone. Senator Shelby celebrated the growth of the University of Alabama and the expansion of Mercedes-Benz. One issue that the senator talked about was gun control, but issues regarding the economy and immigration were the main topics. Senator Shelby said in America there are an estimated 12 to 20 million illegal immigrants. Shelby said that includes some very hardworking people, but at the end of the day, immigration is a very difficult issue.
With a special appreciation to Senator Shelby. Most of them broke the law to get here, and this question: are we going to enforce the law? Are we going to give them amnesty? Are we going to give them a path to citizenship, which is a way to do this? It's an issue that's very complicated, very complex, and very volatile.
Senator Shelby also discussed gun control. He said he believes in the Second Amendment, and also people need to recognize that violence is coming from other sources.
All right, thank you, Terry. Now, on a much tastier note, it's almost time for the second week of Tastes of the Town. And in honor of Valentine's Day and Mardi Gras, this week is Sweets Week. See if we went to your favorite spot for sweets on the Tastes of the Town. That's tomorrow night here on the news at 6. And next week, Tastes of the Town will be all about breakfast. And we want to hear from you on where we should go. Just log on to the WVUA Facebook page and comment on the Taste of the Town post. Now, still to come here on.
A major announcement today from the Catholic Church.
Pope Benedict is stepping down on February 28th. The Vatican says Benedict told the cardinals of the Catholic Church today that he's resigning because of, quote, advanced age. A spokesperson says that he told them it was a deep and profound personal decision that he made before God.
And now a look at what's making headlines around the nation. President Barack Obama will deliver his State of the Union address tomorrow night.
He will speak before Congress and tell them how the country is doing. The State of the Union is essentially a homework assignment from the framers of the Constitution to every president who has to deliver one. Now, the opposition has the opportunity to respond each year, and this year, Senator Marco Rubio of Florida will deliver that GOP response.
On your Money Watch tonight, gas prices are inching back up. Prices have jumped nearly a quarter a gallon over the past 2 weeks. According to the Lundberg survey, higher crude oil prices and refinery shutdowns are driving up the cost. AAA reports the average price for per gallon is $3.59 for a gallon of regular unleaded. That is 24 cents higher than Tuscaloosa's average of $3.35. Maker's Mark is making some changes to their popular bourbon.
The distiller is watering down its bourbon in an effort to meet the rising global demand. Maker's Mark was 45% alcohol by volume, and the company says it's now 42% alcohol by volume. The company, however, insists that the taste will be the same. Now,